I know, Mel, sadly, you lost your dad just last year, so
Yeah,
I know it's very raw.
Well,
Did
I
it
don't think
make
that
you
pain
think...
ever goes away.
No.
Whether it's a year, 10 years, 20 years. And it's funny because today of all days, I really miss my dad today. And I wore these earrings that he... Because I got him a piercing. And I said, when he died, I definitely want to have my dad's earrings. So I can feel... God, I'm getting almost... So I can feel him still. Because I do believe, even though somebody passes on, I can still feel him around me. And I think it's really important because I still have a picture of him in my wallet. I have pictures of him around my house. Because even though he's gone, I want to still think that he's still there watching over me, somehow.
In what ways do you feel that he is? Does he... I mean, is it particular things, signs, or is it just a feeling inside?
Well, sometimes I like to think he sends me signs or he guides me. And I actually meditate quite a lot and I feel like he's just putting his arms around me. It's kind of a bit of a weird thing, but yeah. I'd like to think he's watching over me.
Is it comforting, though, for you? It's a
yeah,
nice
it
feeling.
really is, because I miss him. I mean, a day doesn't go by when I don't think about him. And I think, for me, it's really important when I get that feeling to just let it out, you know. No matter where you are, you can be in a restaurant and I'll just think of him and burst into tears, and then I'll be OK.
Did it change? Like I said, to me, I found it quite a shocking moment in my life.
Even though you know that they're going to pass, because my dad was diagnosed with cancer about 10 years ago, it's still a shocker when they're actually gone. It's devastating.
And Colin, you've lost both
parents.
I've still got my mum, luckily.
And I guess for me, like you were saying, even when they go, it's shocking, and it is. But in some respects, because both of my parents were very ill before each of them died, you know, again, my mum had Alzheimer's. There was, I have to say, an element of, thank God I don't have to see them suffer anymore. So it was kind of comforting that they were at peace. But I think the thing for me was that moment. I mean, when my dad died, I was in my 30s. When my mum died, I was in early 40s, just hit 40s. And straight away, I went back into that little girl thing of... I remember sitting there thinking, oh, I'm an orphan. Like, it was just... It was just weird. Like, although I didn't live with them anymore and they lived up north and I lived down south, it's just that thing as a kid that if something goes wrong, you know you can pick the phone up and Mum and Dad will still sort it out.
You were in America, weren't you? You were in America, so you had to come over for your dad.
I came over for 3 weeks.
But you couldn't go to the funeral?
No, because I had a contract with America's Got Talent, but Simon Cowell stopped the filming for 3 weeks so I could come and be beside my dad's, you know, bedside. But it just meant that, you know, I had to miss the funeral, but... anyway.
Did that... Yeah, sorry, I don't want to upset you. It's just, I think...
No, it's good to talk about, because it is therapeutic. I think it's important.
Was it hard for you to miss the funeral, or did you think, well, you helped your sister organise it, and then you thought, that's OK, I don't need to be there? Well,
I mean, in theory, it would have been really nice for me to be there, but you know, I pray every day and I think about him every day, so that's enough for me that I can handle.
Yeah. And he was quite a character, your dad, wasn't
he? Oh, my God, he was a very, very... suave Svengali, yes. I think at the funeral, a few of his girlfriends showed up. A few, yeah. There you go.
So is that quite a good thing that you weren't there then?
Yeah, because I probably have fisticuffs with all of them. Because my mum and dad were separated and divorced a long time.
Yeah. Has it changed your perspective at all on your life, or made you think differently about life, having lost a parent?
I mean, for me, I've always lived life to the fullest, and I've always been a very honest person. But it did make me just... It just makes you want to just hug your kids even more, you know what I mean, and be with your family even more. Because your heart is ripped out, and even talking about it now, that feeling still comes up like it just happened yesterday. And I don't think you can ever...
But it's no time at all a year ago, is it? I mean, it's just... I would imagine that you're probably not even properly through the shock yet of losing... Even though you knew he was unwell, it's still... It's got to be one of the biggest things that happens in life.
Is that... You use that word shock, that's exactly how I felt. And then I thought, why am I so shocked? I knew he was dying, you know, and we were kind of helping him, you know, gently and being there. So I knew it was happening, and yet literally I was in total shock, and it was like I reverted to being a little girl again.
Yeah, you do, that's the...
You know, and what it made me, like you said, what did it make you think? It made me thankful for what I've got. You know, it made me think about my family. I'm so lucky that I've got a happy marriage. It made me think about my mum and dad's marriage. you know, and how you're all mourning somebody slightly different, aren't you? We were mourning a father, she was mourning a lover and her husband and the young man that she knew.
Because death is so much part of life, isn't it? I mean, this is the order of things, and as painful as it is, there's in all the sadness. Because I'm lucky I haven't lost any. I'm hearing all of what you got out of it as well. Yeah. You know, it's just.
You can't, like you said, you have to go through it. You were saying, like, then it makes you start thinking, generation.
Yeah, all of a sudden it hits you that you go, oh, I am them now. Yeah. I am my kids' final generation. I am going to be that grandparent, and it just makes you... But like you said, it puts everything into perspective, and that's the way life is.
And the thing is, although it upsets us, you're upset, I got upset this morning talking about my dad, it's lovely to talk about that.
Really
I still like doing it.
Yes. Yeah.